So like, and basically the conclusion I came to with my fraud in the family is just that they're sick in the head. Like, they say that I'm mentally ill, but it's very clear that they're the ones that are like properly like mentally ill. Um, they could put on a good front, a good like look, as in they were like they have it all together. They have everything they need. The only bad thing in the equation is just Aaron, and once Aaron is out the way, everything will be perfect. But they know deep down inside that's really not the truth. And they're just wasting their time and getting temporary benefits, on basically just making me suffer and trying to destroy my life, and basically just, what's that word called? Human trafficking. That's literally it. They are very sick individuals, because my so-called grandma from the UK, I one time ordered food off of Uber Eats, and then she was the one who delivered me the food off of Uber Eats. Not trolling. I'm dead fucking serious. I was talking about a certain type of car and the day before. And then not only does she pull up and I see her and she delivers me my food, she pulls up in the fucking car that I was talking about a day before. This is how intricate these niggas are. And it's really stupidity, but like, they're methodical with their stupidity. They're really like serious about being stupid. Very serious about being stupid. Waste of time and resources. But anyway, so she pulls up in the certain car that I was talking about, and then they give me my food. And then there's an extra pastry in my food that I ordered. I only ordered one pastry and there's an extra one. And then usually when she comes, she gives me sweets. It's a woman who looks like her, exactly like her, just a different hair. She put on a wig, and then she has sweets, and she has an extra pastry in there, extra sweet in there for me to eat. And that's usually what she gives us when she used to come back when we were younger. How the fuck is that not her? It looks exactly like her, pulled up in a car I was talking about the day before, and there's an extra pastry in the bag. Come on, bro. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, these are like very like weird and sick individuals. Like, they'll watch me in traffic, and and they'll try to like follow me to certain places, and do just like watch me and be weird and like try to like keep up with me, but they can't keep up with me in traffic. The car is too fast. But at the same time too, they'll just wait and plan shit to catch me when I'm not driving, and basically get me when I'm not behind the wheel. Not only does she do that, but she also watches me while I masturbate and beat off, or I'm in the shower on the phone. And like, I don't even really have to explain why it's weird for someone to watch while I'm masturbating. Literally yesterday I was being off, and then she was not only laughing, but every time I'd like click off a video to another one, she'd also like make noises and be like, like, what I'm saying? Like, usually they like to get me to like watch like crazy porn. They want me to like watch like really like crazy porn, but it's like, like, you can have like your kinky porn, but like, you don't like, you're not gonna really like watch that all the time. That's not healthy for you. But like, it's basically shock value, not for me, but like for other people. So it's like, oh, he really does that, or like whatever the fuck. But it's like, what's worse, me beating off or having family members watch me beat off? Like, you can't, what? Like, it makes no sense with the whole like thing, like, oh, that's disgusting, Aaron. But it's like, but my parents watching me beat off isn't. So that's what I'm saying, is like, there's a whole like dynamic to this whole situation that people are just choosing to have a blind eye to. Like, that's incest. If someone is watching you masturbate and reading your thoughts while you're masturbating, they're practically in the room with you. That is fucking incest. I don't have to fucking break it down. That's incest. Not only did that happen, but then another time, my so-called dad was watching me, again, beat off. And then my sister fucking says, she said something out loud from upstairs, and is like, why? I'm in my room. Not like I'm beating off in the middle of the kitchen while you're cooking food. Leave me the fuck alone. But at the same time too, is like, why is she speaking to me? That's weird as hell. Like, she shouldn't be watching what I'm masturbating to and reading my thoughts while I'm masturbating. And he's my so-called dad is gonna say he's sick, but it's like I'm beating off to OnlyFans. Not, I don't have OnlyFans. I'm beating off to like a Instagram model. How's that sick? She's posting pictures. She knows what she's doing. On top of that, hear me out. He's gonna say I'm sick, but then them watching me be off and listening to my thoughts while doing it, that's not sick at all. That's not incest. Them two did not commit incest that day. That's not a form of incest. Because it's just normal. We all just watch our sisters and cousins and brothers just beat off and watch the type of porn they beat off to. That's just normal. It's a little family fun time. Get together and watch what one person is doing in their intimate moments. That's definitely something we all do. That's mentally healthy people do that. Yeah, okay. So that's why I'm basically saying it's like it's a family full of sick individuals trying to make me sick and then blame it all on me, but I'm like the biggest, the sickest nigga out there in the family. But it's like, I never once thought, hey, let me fuck it. You know what? I wonder what my dad beats off to in his spare time. Like, it's just so interesting. I just have to know. That's fucking borderline. That's not even borderline. It's gay. That's sus. Like, what they do is just weird, and it's like it's fucked up, because it's like, why are you interested in watching another man, what he beats off to? Like, what? The only reason why you should ever be interested in what another man beats off to is never. Not even if there's money involved. The only way is if you're trying to set a nigga up or whatever and you just want to know. Even then, you don't really have to like do all that type of shit. But, you know, I'm not going to get into like conspiracy theories and all that other shit. But still, it's like, as a man, it's like, how could you call yourself a man, but then you're watching your son, the type of porn he beats off to? You know, I don't think they could be physically watching me with like a secret camera in the room. I wouldn't be surprised if that was there too. But at the same time too, it probably is there. But at the same time too, like, there's a camera or something else that's able to figure out what I'm doing. They have mind reading, so practically like you don't need to visually see. You can see mentally and hear. But at the same time too, that's like, again, you're physically there, like beating off with me. That's a little weird. Like, as a grown man that's about to be like 60, and as a woman that's probably like 70, 80, probably about to die in the next 2 decades or decade. That's probably why you're so bitter. But as someone like that, like, why are you doing this type of, you know, activities? And then you're involving your daughter and then these types of activities, and there's like, you know, like, that's a developing woman, and you think that's right though? You think that's good for like your children? Come on, bro. The clout can't be worth it that much, really, because people will respect the money, but they won't respect you. Once the money is gone, they'll shit all over you, and you know that deep down inside, these niggas in the neighborhood and all these people do not respect you. The reason why I say this is because, like, look at Lil Pump or any other rapper or anything that, like, you know, they made money. Now I'm talking about not every rapper. I'm talking about the rappers that half-ass their fucking talent. I mean their craft. It's like, yeah, they'll make the money, but like, they're not respected in rap unless they have money. A nigga like who's really good at what they do, they could go broke and people will still respect them for what they had to offer to their you know, their craft, their passion, rap or whatever. But if you go broke and people don't respect you anymore, then that means you were never the shit to begin with. It was only the money that was propping you up. Plenty of people, they went broke, but people still respect the fuck out of them. Because what they had to offer. You have nothing to offer other than pain, misery, suffering, and mental illness, and you're just a piece of shit. They all know this. But it's like, they put out my business, so it's like, sometimes you just gotta do the same back to them. Because again, mental illness, like, he says I'm sick, but then we go to Walmart this one time, and then he's the cashier. The cashier is this nigga's mistress that he cheated on my so-called mom with. So that's why I'm like, how the fuck, out of all the different fucking cashier places, this is why I say these niggas really don't care about each other. Out of all, you saw how sad it made your children, right? And your wife. So then you think the right thing to do is to go up to your fucking mistress and have her check out the fucking food. What? Like, that's what I'm saying, is like, the shit that they do is fucking insane. It's like, Why is she checking out why would you go? The mistress would be the last fucking person that I'd take my children to. But first of all, I'm not a piece of shit, so I wouldn't cheat in the first place. But it'd be the last fucking person I take. And then he tries flirting with her too in front of his fucking children. It's like, the shit that they do is insane. And I'm not making this shit up. I'm dead fucking serious. If I did not say it was about, like, I'm gonna really go into like details, but like, I should really take it back from the beginning. But like, he really did try to like flirt with her, and she wasn't going for that. So she said, no, I'm not going to check you out and go to the other place. How I knew it was the mistress is because the mistress lives, I pay attention, the mistress lives near Walmart. It makes sense she works at Walmart. He acts as if he already knows the cashier, and he's trying to flirt with her and act like, oh, you know, we've been close before, we've been intimate before, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, there's already like this like connection there, but she wasn't going for that shit because she doesn't fuck with him. So then she says, no, I'm not gonna check you out. She's already pissed. Why would a cashier already be pissed at you? Her light was on, and then she's gonna turn the light off before he gets there, and he feels like he has the authority over her to still check him out. So then he fucking what do you call it, he does that shit, and it does not fucking work. And she sends us to a different fucking cashier, and then he's all pissy and mad, and then he takes it off on me. And then I wasn't paying attention to the other two siblings, but I definitely caught on to that situation and what the fuck was going on there. And I am not making that shit up, bro. He definitely did try that shit. That's why I say they don't care, bro. They don't care. To them, these niggas, money is the fucking god. They're like, oh, just throw money at it. Mental illness, throw money at it. Trauma because you cheated on your wife and now your kids have to pay the repercussions for it. Oh, just throw fucking money at it. New pair of Jordans? Oh, that's gonna make you feel better. Like, what? The type of, new house, no love? Yeah, that's definitely gonna work. The type of shit that they do is just, is dumb. It's very stupid, but at the same time, not only is it stupid, but it just shows you like these niggas don't care. So how could I expect them to care for me or anybody else? I'm pretty sure everyone in the house deep down knows inside there's no love in that home. It's not just Aaron going through it. There's no love in that home. They just take it out. They come together for me. There's no love in that home, bro. Like, it's a very sick fucking family. Because basically what happened, this is why I say they also kind of act like children too sometimes, because it's about to be a snowstorm, and then this nigga want to go to Golden Corral. My so-called dad wants to take us to Golden Corral. There's about to be a snowstorm that they say is going to be a snowstorm for like the next 2-3 days. Why would you go to a restaurant? You see why this is like kind of dumb. Why would you go to a restaurant? It's like they don't know how to like adult. Like, if there's about to be a snowstorm, let's put on our thinking caps for like 5 fucking seconds, because I know it's hard to keep your thinking cap on since your brain is so small, it keeps on falling off. Go to a fucking grocery store and buy food for the next few days. Don't go to a restaurant where there's going to be food for one day, then it's going to be snowed in, and we're going to be fucking hungry for the next 3 to 4 days because you don't buy shit in the fucking house to begin with. So go to a grocery store. And it was me who came up with that idea. About to be a snowstorm, this nigga gonna be like, oh, what are you scared that you know, about the storm? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm not scared. I'm thinking forward. Like, go to a grocery store and buy the 100 whatever you're gonna spend over at Golden Corral for 1 day of food. Go to a grocery store and get the fucking shit over there. Get good tasting food that you could cook for the next few days. Way healthier too. And then that's food for the fucking snowstorm. Like, I don't see why you'd go to a fucking Golden Corral, a restaurant, for 1 day when there's about to be a snowstorm. That makes no fucking sense. No sense at all. But yeah, that's just like some of the weird things that I noticed in the family. And then another weird thing is they all cheat on each other. Like, I'm not even trolling right now. They seriously, they cheat on each other, bro. Like, one time as a younger kid, I was playing around on my mom's phone, and then I go over into like the pictures thing, and then I fucking swipe too many times, and I don't know what I was doing, but I was like young at the time. It was an iPhone. It was like one of the early blocky iPhones, so I know I was definitely young at the time. And I see something I shouldn't have seen. I don't know how it happened. I wasn't like snooping around for nefarious shit on purpose. I just randomly saw something I shouldn't have seen, but I don't know why iPhones even back then, I'm pretty sure they had like safety folders where you could like hide your like nudes. So then I swipe, and then she got like nudes in the fucking thing. And at the time as a kid, I'm like, oh, she's probably just sending it to the doctor. But why would you send nudes to the doctor? As a kid, I try to like rationalize it, but like there's no rationalize. I was like, oh, she's probably sending it to my dad. And it's like, you know, like, they're not sexually promiscuous. I'm not stupid. Even as a kid, I'm like, okay, they don't really fuck like that anymore. Like, I could like, you can see like which couples are doing it and which couples like don't really do it anymore. So especially, I don't know, I live home with them the whole fucking time, so I'm pretty sure I know. But anyway, yeah, so then it's like, who else were those pictures for? Obviously weren't for my dad. And if he cheated on her earlier, then coming to the conclusion now, those pictures obviously weren't for him, and she was cheating on him. Like, again, this is where I go back to sick. I call my mom one time, and then Shadi is getting piped out on the fucking phone. And I'm like, why the fuck? And she's like, oh, I was getting glasses. Why are you moaning while getting glasses? And why are you calling me while moaning while getting glasses? That's why I say they have an open relationship, and I'm just probably the only one who didn't know. Seriously. Why are you moaning? It's weird. Like, it's uncomfortable to like have to hear something like that, like on the phone. It's like, where are you going? And then she comes back and she's like, oh, about earlier, I was getting glasses. That's why I couldn't pick you up. Bro, she's never worn those glasses ever since that day. I'm probably going to go home today and she'll be wearing glasses, but she's never worn glasses ever since that day, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not making these things up. It's a family of broken ass children that are in the bodies of adults. And they think that money and status is going to solve all of their problems. This is why I keep on saying they are fucking losers. No matter how much money you have, you're a fucking loser. A loser is in mindset. It's not within status or within what's that other shit called? Financial gain. It's not. So that's why I'm like, the shit they do is like, it's just weird, and they're clearly like mentally ill. They'll cheat on each other, and do all types of like weirdo activities, and then like do horrible shit to me. But the funny thing is, it's like, I'll watch porn and do my shit, right? But then one time I accidentally caught my dad watching porn, which honestly, I don't even think it was porn. I just think it was random nudes some woman sent him. And then he looked embarrassed, and I caught him off guard. And then, I was trying to give him something for school, so I give him my phone, and then this guy's scrolling down and going to my photos to find some incriminating shit on me because he was like embarrassed. But it's like, what are you doing? So it's like, when you could watch me watch porn, I never would want to watch you watch porn. Let's just get that clear. But you could watch me watch porn. But then when I accidentally catch you watching porn, is bad, and you like, you feel bad, you looked embarrassed. So that shows you like what these niggas are trying to do. I don't care. Porn is porn. Everyone does it. I shouldn't be ashamed. If I could go out and go do healthy relationships, I would do that. But I can't. So I'm just gonna beat off the porn. Like, it's that simple. It won't turn into an addiction. I won't do anything, crazy with it. Sometimes you might do it more than other times. That's just normal. That's life. But at the same time too, I just make sure it's not an addiction, and I'm fine. If they want to watch me, and if porn is really the most incriminating thing you could get against me, then that shows you I'm not as crazy or as a bad person as they try to say that I am. But that's just how I feel about this type of shit though. And it's like, this is why I say is like, niggas is gonna get what's coming to them. Whether it's me or by somebody else, niggas is going to get what's going to come to them. So that's why I'm like, I don't feel bad for how I treat people, because I treat them accordingly to how they treat me. My mental thoughts don't matter. I'm talking verbally and through how I feel about you. If you treat me like shit, I will treat you worse. There is no thing for me to sit here and be playing like I'm some big bad guy that needs to be fucking dealt with, when niggas do way worse shit in the community and to me on a daily fucking basis, and I should just sit here and take it because I'm some horrible fucking person. It's insane. These type of people that I so-called live with, my so-called parents, are some weird ass motherfuckers, bro. This is what I'm saying. It's like, they don't have good relationships with each other. Like, it's favorites, and it's all this like toxic dynamics. And it's like, I know there's no such thing as a perfect family, but there's also no, like, these type of shit, it just shouldn't fucking be like in the fucking it shouldn't just be there. Like, if you're such a good, individual that they claim to be, like, it shouldn't, like, that, those type of dynamics really should not be working. Like, it really should not be working at all with like that type of shit. Basically, like, how would I put this? Like, I don't know. I just think they're like weird. Like, I'm weird too, but like I'm like a cleaned up type of weird. Like, I just think they're like everybody's cleaned up type of weird, but they're just like a different breed of weirdness. There's just a different type breed of weirdness that I don't understand, and I don't want to understand, honestly. Because like, you can't tell me that it took having a baby. Like, that one person said like the true thing in like a comment I was reading about like shitty dysfunctional families. He was like, the only time, like, he said good family members should always kind of like be there for you. It shouldn't be those type of situations where something really catastrophic has to happen and then they step up to the plate. That's still better than not stepping up at all. But if it takes something really fucking bad to like, you know, to step up to the plate, then it's like, did you even really care? You know what I'm saying? It's like, my sister has a baby, you know, so-called sister has a baby, but then it's like, if it took her having a baby to be a better mother, then you clearly were never there for the person. Second of all, broken family means you're gonna have a child at an earlier age. And third of all, I'm like, you already killed kids, so I mean, I guess I know why they decided to keep it, but Lord knows what the fuck would happen if they didn't decide to fucking if they didn't want to keep the child. That's why I say these people are kind of evil though. Like, the shit that they do is disgusting. They're very, very disgusting. And you know, they're getting like the baby to call me like names. It's like, bro, the nigga, how you gonna? Oh my lord, how the nigga not even start school yet? I don't know, because I don't keep up in their lives, but I'm guessing he hasn't started school, or he is in school, and you're already teaching him bad words to call me. That's what I'm saying. Is like, sick individuals, sick, 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 sick. They are sick in the fucking head, and they're trying to make me worse. They get joy by making me, you know, worser. A more worse person. It's dumb because they know they're bad, and they know like I have some type of light to me, so that's why they try to like drain it. But I just see it as like you're not really doing like what you think you're gonna do, because it's not gonna, like, this won't last forever. Eventually people are gonna say enough is enough, but it just won't last forever. The type of shit. And it's like, at first I thought I messed up the Mensa name, but honestly, it seems like they're just doing they're doing a good job. They're just speed running how to mess up the Mensa's name. Because it's like, people will give you like your praise and flowers, but that's only because of your money and status. They don't really respect you, like I said earlier. And at the same time too, like, I'm gonna trail off and then I'm gonna end it, but like, people in the neighborhood are also watching my parents and my siblings and my grandma. With all the money and power that's involved in this type of situation, do you think they're just leaving it to chance? And everybody in that shit is getting watched with a close fucking eye. It's not just me when I go out, cars are following me. They do it obviously to show me and create paranoia. Yes, I agree. But at the same time too, you don't think niggas aren't trailing my parents? You don't think niggas aren't, you know, close up watching my parents? You don't think they're not getting their thoughts read too? Parents, siblings, anyone who comes in contact with them, everybody probably in the neighborhood, everybody who's close to me. It's happening. That's what I'm saying, is like, you do a deal with the devil and that shit's gonna happen to you. But let me do a little recap. Watching me masturbate. Family members watching me masturbate. I don't know where that happens at, but that's fucking weird. What do you call it? Taking your fucking children. And if I never fucking asked to go to Walmart, this would have never happened. That's why sometimes God be having weird things where he be sending you weird places to open your eye. But seriously, going to Walmart, and this nigga has the audacity to take his children to the fucking mistress who works at Walmart, who's a cashier. You saw how bad your daughter was fucking crying and freaking out, and your wife, but then you decide to take them to the mistress like they won't catch on, because that's such a big brain move. If you really gave a fuck, you know, I can even go into more detail, but if you really gave a fuck like why, about your children, why would you do that? And then it's like you're embarrassing the mistress too, because it's like you're embarrassing her at work. So that shows you like you're a selfish ass nigga, and the only person you really care about is just yourself, honestly. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows that deep down inside, but they just don't want to admit it. No matter how much money, toys, this you buy, is never gonna change the shit that you fucking broke. But you know, it's not a car. You can't just replace the parts. Yeah, so then that, and then mom also cheating and getting piped out on the phone while calling me, and also sending nudes to random niggas on the phone. Now, I'm not making any of this up. This is all has happened. So that's just a little recap about the thing right quick, and that's just how I fucking see it, because that is literally how it is from all the information I picked up. You know, obviously they're gonna retaliate for me doing this. I was gonna drop the video on Thanksgiving, but then I decided to just, not because of them. Fuck them. Fuck them, everything they stand for down to the core. Not because of them. The reason why I did not do this shit is because I just did not really feel like doing it then. I just wanted to have a day off. But really, they don't take days off. Any day they'll try to destroy it. I got harassed on Thanksgiving. I'll get harassed any other day. And it's always going to be like this. It's always going to be like this. So I came to the conclusion now. I'm not fucking stupid. All the type of money that's involved, it is always going to be like this. Yeah, that's just how I feel. Family are full of sick ass individuals that are trying to make everybody around them sick. Like, seriously, they're trying to make everybody around them sick.